Welcome back to Concert Critiques in Cars with Emily. So, I know I'm a few days late, but I traveled for this one and I did not rent a car, so I didn't have a car to critique it. Anyway, so I was in Portland, Maine, and even though this band is coming to Baltimore, I wanted to get out and see the country a little bit, so that is what I was doing. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into it because it's a long one. In a good way, not a bad way. In a really good way. So, the first band, alright, well, let me just tell you the concert that I went to go see. So, the Happy Fits are playing. I did not realize that Windsor was opening. So pumped to see both of them. And then Hot Freaks opened. Well, it was like the initial opener as well. So let's just dive in. So never heard Hot Freaks before. Very heavy 8-bit keyboard to start with, but I did like the quick short feel in the second verse and the third verse. And the chorus was like really repetitive, so I wasn't a huge fan of the chorus, but I did like the second and third verse. The second song, their lyrics, they started like right away with the music. I really liked the chorus. His voice is also super impressive. There were times where just like, I don't know, it just seemed like he was changing key or something like mid lyric, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna go well for him. And then he like pulled it out and I was like, oh wow, that actually worked well. So yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive. So then for the third song, there was a slower, more like old-timey start. I liked the bridge. It seemed to go off of like what was recorded. So as in like, yeah, that was a confusing statement. As in he changed it up a little bit. So I really liked that. I thought that was cool. But again, I don't know because I didn't listen to it, but it just sounded like there was room, an opportunity for a little bit of a switch up. So I liked that. The next song I was not a fan of. I liked the instrumentals at the beginning, but I didn't love the lyrics. I liked that the instrumentals completely dropped out in the bridge. Like really liked that, but it just like wasn't enough to save the song as a whole for me. I was like, oof, okay, not my favorite, but again, not terrible. There were definitely some good fun things in there. The next song had a really like quick short feel, like almost like a talking rap. But there were just like, I don't know, again, lyrics didn't do it for me in this one, so kind of like a 2 back-to-back that I was just not a huge fan of. The next song, I did like the simple start with the instrumentals, and then I didn't really care for the I Want to Be Your Boyfriend. Again, man, just these lyrics, like 3 songs in a row, just I don't know, they just like weren't doing it for me. And then the last song, I like the start instrumentally and lyrically. And then overall, that last song had a like slower feel to it. But I didn't love the chorus to that one. So lastly, the last song they played, the lyrics were okay. Nothing amazing. Not my favorite, but it was okay. I actually really liked the bridge the most in that last song. So then, oh my gosh. So then we went into Windsor, which they were so good. Guys, he was so good. So at first there was some feedback, which I was like, ooh boy, yikes. But then whoever the sound guy was clearly fixed it, so that was good. But yeah, so really like upbeat start, loved the chorus, quick short feel, like amazing lyrically, great concert song. It like was, the lyrics were about like going to a show, so I was like, great way to start your set. You like get people in the like headspace of we're at a show and I'm singing about a show, so I really liked that. I thought that was a good start. So yeah, so then he talked about having friends that live nearby, so he was like very familiar with the area, which I thought was kind of cool. It made it a little bit more personal. Then after that, the song he played was July. Definitely had a slower start. He introduced it as a song he wrote during the pandemic, and I thought that the lyrics were very appropriate for a pandemic. So yeah, I really liked the lyrics going into the pre-chorus, and I really loved how the chorus was sang with like fluctuation. So like he would go like really high and then get low again, like within like a word or two. And so I really, really liked that. That happens a few times throughout the set, and every time it was just wonderful. It was so good. The next song I loved the instrumentals for. I loved the shift in instrumentals in the bridge and between the chorus and the verses. So I really liked the instrumentals in that one, and I liked the lyrics in the bridge. But but that song was just like instrumentally fantastic. I really, really liked the instrumentals there. So then after that, he had us all yell our names on the count of 3, and then he was like, whoa, and then he was like, was there a Fred in there? And the guy was like, no, a Greg. And so he's like, I dedicate this song to you, Greg. And so I thought that was really funny. It's just like so random, but like a fun way to kind of engage. So I like that. The next song had a short, quick feel, I especially liked the cymbal in the verses. Like, really loved the cymbal in the verses. It just like kind of came for like a quick like 2-tap. It was great. I loved it. I liked the verses more than I liked the chorus for that one. And oh my gosh, sorry, I know I'm losing my voice. Oh gosh, I went a page too far. Oh no, this is so embarrassing. Yikes, guys. So for the next song, I think his guitar string broke. It definitely broke. And so he had to get his other guitar, which was tuned for a different song, and retune it. So the band behind him just kind of played while he fixed it, and he introduced the band. So I thought that was handled well. I'm sure that was not fun for him to have that happen. But again, oh my gosh. But again, handled it well, so that was good. The next song had a slower start overall, but I loved the feel of it. I liked the fluctuation during the chorus and to the higher notes, so again, that was another fluctuation piece. I thought that was really good. And then I loved the instrumentals in the bridge. I definitely want to find out what that song was and listen to it, because it was just like, it kind of like checked off all of my boxes. So yeah, I definitely really liked that. So then he told us that his mom was there, which was super cute, and that she went sailing and didn't invite him because she just assumed that he would be too busy. So that was kind of funny that he was just like, yeah, no, my mom's here, but she like went and like had a great day and just like left me behind. So yeah, so that was pretty cute. Then I'm pretty sure for the next song he changed the lyrics to Maine. I mean, I don't know if Maine is the original lyric, but he definitely made it Maine and made a point to like say Maine. So that was cool. Again, I like when bands do that to make it more personal for the venue. Definitely had a slower vibe, but then it had like a quick start feel in the pre-chorus and the chorus. Also, like, they had this epic guitar for the bridge, which was pretty fun. Yeah, and then it got like really loud in a good way, just like lots of, like loud, like instrumentally, like just lots of instrumentals. So that was cool. After that, he took his acoustic guitar out, and he said there was a new song coming out. It's called TV. Again, he fluctuated in the chorus, so I really loved that effect. A good song, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that come out. Then he talked about how he jumped into the ocean today because it was the last day of summer, and that's when he went to retune his guitar from before, so I definitely think that he had to, you know, switch gears there when that string broke. This was the song that I know, and so I want to say it's called Memory. I could be wrong, but it's like his first single, and I was really looking forward to seeing it live, and it was so good, and it sounded so good, and it was amazing, and I was just like really excited to see it. And then he took out his acoustic guitar, and so he for this one was for Get Lost, and so he asked us to sing and gave us an example, and it was fun because he was like, wow, you guys like got it on the first try, and he was like, no, like, let's just do it again. So yeah, so that was a really great way to end the set. I loved the bridge. I felt like he played with it a little bit, like in terms of just like having fun instrumentally with the guitar, so that was really cool. Yeah, so I really loved his set. I thought he was really good. The sound was incredible. I really liked the fluctuations. And then let's get into the Happy Fits. So first of all, the Happy Fits, this is a 3-band show. And the Happy Fits went on at 8:45, and I was like, okay, these guys are either playing for a wicked long time or they are ending at like 10 o'clock. And either way, I wasn't going to be upset. So the lead singer plays a cello and just had the cello dangling from his neck the whole time. So like, first of all, like so impressive, like beyond impressive. I don't even know. Just incredible, like really, really incredible. So super fun first song. I really liked the lead up to the second verse and to the second verse. So that was really fun. The second song I recognized, I think it's She Wants Me to Be Loved. Super okay with that being played second, because as much as I like that song, it's not my favorite of theirs, so I was kind of glad to hear it. Definitely, for sure, I was excited to hear it, but I was also happy that it wasn't going to be the one they were ending with, because that seems to be their most popular song, which, again, not my favorite, so I was like happy that I heard it, but then I was also happy that it was second. So then the next song started with like a lower tone in the verse, and so I really liked that. It had a similar vibe more to the first song, super upbeat, fun to dance, and I loved like there was like a slowdown at the end, and then he like waved, the line like said bye, and so he waved bye and the lights went off, so I thought that was like a cool effect, just in terms of like, even though it was not the same kind of bye, it was a different kind of, it was not goodbye bye, but I just liked it. I thought it was good. Then the next song had started with like a quick short cello thing, which I loved, obviously. Quick short lyrics, loved those as well. And then there was like a lot of variation in the first verse. He used the cello in interesting ways, like he was like tapping on the strings and then plucking them and then using the bow. And so it was just like a lot of just like interesting things that I really thought were cool. And then just like super fun live, definitely gonna have to look into it. And then it like built back up, and so that song was really good. I really liked that song. The next song, not my favorite song lyrically, but it was upbeat, and I liked the quick and short feel to it. I would have like loved, there was a lot of brass in that song, and so you could definitely tell, obviously it was like recorded brass being played, but like hopefully one day they'll get big enough that they can actually hire some brass players, and that would be really cool, I'm sure, on stage as well for them. But that was really like the first song that I noticed a lot of brass in it, and I was like, oh yeah, they don't have any brass players. After that, it was a song that I recognized, so I was excited to see it live. Super upbeat, super fun, loved the chorus, the bridge was great too. He came to the front of the stage and played, so that was really awesome. After that, the song had a great vibe. I loved the instrumentals. There was like a drop in instrumentals after the chorus, so that was cool, and again, like a fun song to see live. After that, the lights went down, you could just hear the instruments, and then 2 loud notes with lyrics, and then just like awesome, amazing cello. Like it was really fun. Really fun beginning, really liked the overall quick short feel to the song, and then like the drummer was singing, which I think is really impressive and just like super amazing, so that was cool too. After that, they sang happy birthday to Portland, Maine, because everyone was saying that it was their birthday, so that was just like funny. And he held like the note for a really long time, which was really impressive, that last note, so that was cool. After that, I think it was called Cold Turkey, I'm not sure, but it had a quick short start, really interesting lyrics, sang the verse like almost like a little bit more angry than the other songs, so I definitely was having fun. And then it just like went into whistling, which was cool. So again, just like a lot of variations, something different throughout the whole entire song, so I really liked that as well. After that, he played a song called The Girl, and really loved the cello and guitar in the beginning. It was a slower song, really liked the harmonizing and instrumentals like all the way through the song, so that was, again, even though it was slower, it definitely still caught my attention. So then after that, they brought things back up to like whatever, a better beat, not better, that was not, wow, no, to a like more poppy beat. Loved the like ooze and the faster pace in the chorus was really fun. I loved the female vocals, and then they kind of like went back and forth. So he sang the first verse and chorus, and then she sang the second verse and chorus. And so he like then would jump in a few times for the chorus. So I really liked that. I thought that was a cool effect. After that, they played a song that I recognized, which was super fun, especially transitioning to the chorus and the instrumentals after the chorus. Again, it's just like, I don't, like if you haven't seen someone play the cello while singing and like dancing around and being like super energetic, it really was super impressive to see. And so, you know, I'm saying things like all these transitions and stuff are super fun. Like it was so fun. Then after that, he played Changing, which was less instrumentally intense at the beginning, and he asked the crowd to sing along with the chorus, which was fun with like the difference in the verses versus the chorus. And I really loved the bridge. Again, the cello was amazing, and then there was female vocals and like a build up, so I really liked that. I love when there's a good build up. It was amazing. So then after that, the drummer sang at first, and there was just like a quick, fast, clean start. Really loved the overall feel, the instrumentals, and loved the lyrics in the second verse. So really fun song. And I also love that it's not, I mean, I know that there is like the lead singer, but it wasn't just him the whole time. Like I loved when the female vocals would come in, and the fact that the drummer was also singing was really impressive too. So the next song he said he wrote for his future kid during the pandemic about accepting everyone. The drummer started singing again, really beautiful cello right before the chorus. And yeah, I thought the song was really good, and definitely a good message. After that, he talked about the puppet Bilfu for the video that they made. It didn't start out very instrumentally heavy at the beginning and came in more full for the chorus. I wasn't a huge fan of the lyrics, but I did really like the lyrics in the second verse and the pre-chorus. Then the guitarist came to the front of the stage, which was awesome. She was so good. And then he pointed the mic into the crowd for us to sing at the end. So again, like even though I didn't love the lyrics, the song was still fun, and they did fun things on the stage. After that, he introduced the band, and the next song had like a real like rock feel. Really liked the drop in the pre-chorus, and then loved the short, quick feel in the bridge. Really fun and like dancey song. Made everyone, and then at one point, oh my gosh, then at one point he made everyone like dance. Oh, that was a big puddle, guys. Sorry, not dance. He made everyone like crouch down and then jump up, which was like super fun. And everyone did it, which made it even more fun, so that was pretty cool. And then after that, the next song, he had the crowd repeat after him. Very quick, short feel, but it wasn't at all like instrumentally heavy. He had the crowd sing the chorus, which was fun. And then the female vocals for a few lines before going into the chorus I really liked. There was a breakdown like at the end, and so I really liked that as well. I thought that was really good. And it also had amazing cello in the bridge, and then just this like epic instrumental at the end. So yeah, that song was fun too. I know, guys, they played a lot. I told you, they either were ending early or playing a lot. So then after that, they went off stage, and they came back about a minute later for the encore. Then they played the song that I wanted to hear the most, so I was so excited about that, and I'm so glad they saved it to the end and didn't play it second, because they could have played it second. The build up to the chorus was fantastic. It was so good. It definitely was like the highlight of their set for me, for sure. Love that they came back out with that as the encore song. It was great. I mean, I guess they could have saved it to the last song, but I knew they weren't going to, so I wasn't disappointed, because I was like, they're not going to save this for last, but at least they didn't play it second. So I was super glad they didn't play it second, and I just, again, it was like the energy in the room come the encore. It was like amazing, so I'm glad that they saved it for later. The next song, female vocals were used for the chorus. It had a lot of short, quick vibes. The verses had somewhat of a slower vibe too, so it was like, it's so hard to explain. But it was really interesting. Again, like I didn't know this song, but it like was quick and short, but then it also seemed like kind of a slower overall vibe. It was cool. It was a good follow-up, good for the encore, super dancey by the end of the song, so that was really fun. And then their last song, They had everyone sway their arms back and forth at the beginning of the song. It was super fun, build up into the song, which was really awesome. Again, the last song of the show, always fun to have a nice build up for. And it had that like short, quick feel to it. I was also excited to see this song as well, so that was really fun. Fantastic singing during the second verse. It just seems like he like was really having fun as well. Like at that point in the show, he was just like all in, and so it was great because sometimes bands get tired and you can kind of tell, but that was not this case. He was like even more excited towards the end, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so that was the show. Oh my gosh. Score. Okay, so Hot Freaks wasn't my favorite. They had some good moments that I really enjoyed, but overall their lyrics just weren't working for me. Windsor, man, let me tell you, if they almost stole the show for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if the Happy Fits weren't so good, Windsor may have taken the show. Their sound was impeccable. He was so good. He was so like, again, and I don't know if it was just because he was like familiar with the area and he kind of shared that story, but he made it seem like it was almost like a home show. Like it was just he just seemed super connected with the crowd and the area. And so it was really, really good. Happy Fits were amazing. Don't get me wrong. Their sound was like a little too loud though. It was balanced, don't get me wrong, and you could like hear everything perfectly, but it was just like too loud. It was like if they had just turned every single knob down a little bit, it would have been what Windsor was, which was like the perfect sound. It wasn't too loud. You could hear everything perfectly. It was just so clear and crisp. But again, that like isn't even really a complaint because they were so amazing, so much energy, so many cool, interesting things, ways to play the cello that I hadn't like, I mean, I don't know nothing about playing the cello in general, but just like, especially that one song where he like literally did like 5 different things in a span of like the verse to the chorus. Like it was just really cool. And you know, yeah, he like carried that whole thing around for like over an hour and a half. Like it was incredible. It was a really, really cool, fun show. Oh God, Windsor was so good too. I don't know, I want to give it like a really high score, but not too high. I'm gonna go with a 9.0 on this one. And then like Windsor just playing their 2 songs at the end that I knew and was waiting for was just fantastic. And again, the Happy Fits saved that one song towards the end, which made me really happy. And then obviously I knew that their newer hit was going to be the last song. But yeah, so 9.0. Let me know what you think. Were you there? Did you want to go? Are you going to a different show somewhere else? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.